Namaskar. Earlier, we discussed how our daily activities like running and jogging could become meditation. A reference was given for swimming as a similar activity. Today, I will share my insights about swimming as meditation. Swimming has been enjoyed by humans since we came into existence, be it for surviving on the shore of rivers and oceans, be it hunting or fishing for food, be it crossing the water bodies or sailing transoceanic journey, be it a defense tactics, be it an art or hobby, or a skill set to demonstrate, be it a pastime pleasure or an obsession for fitness, be it distressing device or a feel-good factor, swimming is a handy activity for all swimmers, swim lovers, and swim enthusiasts. We know that all the civilizations were started and flourished on the river banks. We are born and brought up on the shore of rivers and oceans. It is different thing that the earliest evidence of swimming found as cave painting at Wadi Sura cave in Egypt is no more than 9,000 years old. But all the prehistoric civilizations have one or other reference for our love and obsession for swimming. You may name any ancient books such as Ramayana, Mahabharata, Talmud, the Iliad, the Odyssey, the Bible, the Gilgamesh, and the swimming is mentioned in one or other way. Today, we will contemplate its virtues and also as a device for meditation. We all know that as children and teenagers, how mesmerizing the water bodies are. It seems there is a magnetic pull in the water bodies, and given a chance to learn swimming, and we are swimmers in couple of days. For non-swimmers also, the coolness of water, the fluidity of water, and the buoyancy of water gravitates them for flotation, with or without a float. The jumping in the water from the height, the diving deep in the water, the swimming underwater with breath control, and playing of hide and seek in swimming pool, surprising the friends by catching them underwater and remaining hidden underwater are all our fond memories. It reminds me of a close association of rivers with our most of the enlightened masters, be it Kaliya Mardan of Krishna, that is to say, defeating a giant black snake named Kaliya, who was terrorizing the resident of Vrindavan in India, by Lord Krishna, the baptism of Jesus in the river Jordan by John the Baptist. Meditations of Ramakrishna Paramahans on the bank of river Hooghly, also called the Ganga Sagar. The spotting of Jiddu Krishnamurti by Theosophical leader and clairvoyant Charles Webster Leadbeater on the beach near the Theosophical Society, and the swimming for hours together by Rajneesh Chandra Mohan, later also known as Osho. The swimming in the river or in the swimming pool, playing on the beach of the rivers and oceans, give a feeling of aquatic cooling, brings us at ease with ourselves, nurturing of our consciousness by the Nisarg, and that is to say, the nature, opens an infinite expanse of space, the surrounding of hills and forest and sandy beach with umbrella of infinite blue sky. It feels like time stands no longer and our I-ness dissolves. Precisely speaking, we fall in a meditative space. It seems meditation happens on its own. It would be wrong to say to meditate while swimming. You just swim and meditation happens. One may pursue swimming for the motives such as to distress the mind and relax the body, to burn calories and reduce weight, to better the cardiovascular health and to lower the risk of disease, and for the purposes such as the full body workout, the exercise without sweat, the general well-being and boosting of energy level. Once you have an interest in swimming, you know the art of swimming and have an access for safe swimming environment, rest assured that swimming can lead you to spontaneity, meditation, at an ease with oneself. Existence is generous enough to provide 1,001 ways to have an ease with oneself, to be face to face with oneself. And who knows, the swimming is the way for you to be meditative. A little bit of tuning, a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of awareness, a spontaneous mindfulness, and you are in meditation. When you go for swimming, the meditation may neither be your motive nor purpose. No swimmer would think that by swimming he would be a meditator. But meditation happens while swimming. Swimmers have come to even the experience of the fourth state of consciousness called Turiya state. It is different thing that usually they miss it because their inability to recognize it. They may think it was just because of swimming. When you are doing your lengths in the pool, one after another, in the same style or in different styles, such as breaststroke, backstroke, side stroke, front crawl, or butterfly, and you may complete your robust swimming workout for 30 minutes or more for predetermined time or length. You may keep about 10 to 15 minutes in the end for simply floating. After swimming, the body is warmed up enough to be in flotation for about 10 to 15 minutes without any move of hands or leg. You may have your hands and legs spread out to have safe flotation in the water without any efforts or breath control. You may have the head lowered to backwards as in Matsyasana, that is to say, fish pose, so as to have back stretched and legs straight, almost visible on the water surface. Your nose and mouth would be just above the water level. Your eyes may sink a little bit in water, or maybe the water level is touching eyeballs like lenses on the eyes. If you like, you may keep eyes and mouth closed. Be in a relaxed flotation and keep feeling the water all around the body. Keep listening to the sounds of water flowing on the brink of the pool or the running of the water fountain in the corner, or any sounds you may listen from your inner, in addition to the sounds happening in the outside surroundings. With closed eyes, if you happen to see illuminating light, you can keep it seeing. Or if you see with closed eyes the inner sky, that too is fine. Just keep feeling, listening, and seeing with closed eyes, with body floating on its own without any efforts on your part for body movement. You may continue for 10 to 15 minutes in such flotation and then come out of pool. If you feel a little bit of cold, you may come out a bit early and have a rest on the bench or resting chair on the pool. You may cover your body with towel to get it dry on its own. You may simply have a rest with closed eyes. You may continue listening to the inner and outer sounds and seeing whatever you can see with closed eyes. You may continue to rest for about 10 minutes or more before departing from the swimming pool or proceeding to showers and home. The experience of flotation after swimming, followed by rest on a poolside bench, would be of deep meditation. Sometimes, if you fall asleep or fall in a nap on the bench of the pool, feel equally good and happy. No harm is caused. Osho used to tell his real life experiences for his affairs with the swimming in the river Narmada. In his childhood and teenage years, he was brought up on the bank of river Narmada. It is said that if he is absent from home, his undisclosed location was always the river Narmada. For hours together, he was having swimming in the river, jumping from the railway bridge, crossing the river with or without friends, the drifting and dragging away miles together by the river while crossing it, and the excursion turning into sheer exertion and exhaustion. While speaking in a meditation camp, which is transcribed as a book, Trisha Gai Ek Bund Se, Osho gave a vivid description about his one of such life experience. At the age of 16, he had an idea to cross the river alone in the moonless dark night. It was monsoon time, and the river was flooded, having widened span across the bank about 2 kilometers. Obviously, the intense flow of flooded river dragged him down the stream. His hands and legs tried a lot, but there is always a limit to exhaustion, and he was pushed to the brink of near death situation where one feels that this is it. Enough is enough and almost gone. Despite himself, the massive flow of flooded river drifted and dragged his somehow floating body about 3 miles down the stream on the opposite bank. After about 2 hours, when his eyes opened, he was in a different world. He had passed through such an experience where darkness, darker than moonless dark night, is over, where the light of this world has no relevance, where total soundfulness of inner world, which is greater than all the noise and sounds that we know of this outer world, also ended, where neither the time that we know by ticking of clock exists, nor all definitions and all descriptions of shape and form exist, where our known identity of I and me is no longer separate from the existence. It is an experience of existence itself. It is existence. It is our Swayambodh, awareness of true self, as said by Maharshi Ramana. It is me and you in the real sense. It is Brahma as proclaimed by Upanishads, and it is our original face as said by Jain masters. I don't say that by swimming you too would land up in such experience of awareness of true self in such near death situation. No, having swimming for half an hour followed by flotation for a couple of minutes won't be enough to land you in such depth and turmoil, but it would get you into meditative space, meditation, where mind is no longer chirping, where you feel one with water, where you have trust in water, in nature, in existence, where you feel merged with coolness of pool and fullness of the existence, where waves of time and thoughts have moved away from the pool of your consciousness. Try swimming and flotation for meditation. It is worth an effort. It is rewarding. It is sheer blessings. Thank you so much for listening.